If you keep applying to jobs and hearing absolutely nothing, the problem may not be your resume. You may be spending hours on postings that are not actively hiring right now. Before you customize a resume, the question is simple. Is this job posting real enough to deserve your time? Not perfect, not guaranteed, just real enough that a human team may actually review candidates. People often call these ghost jobs. That can mean a role was already filled, paused, copied from an old posting, open for future pipelining, or listed even though the company is not ready to hire. But here is the important part. Not every quiet application means the job was fake. Some teams are slow. Some roles get hundreds of applicants. Some hiring managers change direction. Your goal is not to prove fraud. Your goal is to avoid obvious time traps. The damage is not just emotional. A serious application takes time. You read the posting, rewrite bullets, adjust keywords, answer questions, and maybe write a cover letter. If the role is inactive, that time could have gone to a better posting or a referral. There are two different questions. Is the company real? And is this specific opening active? A well-known employer can still have a stale posting. A legitimate company can still leave old roles online after hiring plans change. Your first signal is age. A role posted yesterday is not automatically real, but it deserves more attention than a role that has been sitting for months, especially if it keeps appearing with the same wording and a fresh date. A repost is not always bad. Job boards refresh listings automatically, and companies sometimes reopen searches. The red flag is a job that looks identical every few weeks, with no new details, no recruiter activity, and no visible hiring movement around the team. Next, look for ownership. A stronger posting usually tells you who the role supports, what team it belongs to, and what business problem it solves. A weaker posting sounds like it could belong anywhere in the company. A weak posting says the candidate will support stakeholders, drive initiatives, and work cross-functionally in a fast-paced environment. That language is not proof of a ghost job, but it gives you very little evidence that a real manager shaped the role. A stronger posting says the analyst will support the retention marketing team, build weekly churn reports, and partner with lifecycle managers to test email campaigns. That wording points to a real team, real work, and a clearer reason the role exists. Now check for human signals. Is a recruiter named? Has someone from the company posted about the role? Are employees in that function active on LinkedIn? You are looking for signs that people near the role are behaving like the search matters. If this kind of practical job search breakdown is useful, subscribe and keep watching. The goal here is not to apply to more jobs. It is to spend more time on roles with a better chance of being seen. If the posting has no recruiter, no team context, no hiring manager clue, and no company activity around the function, lower your confidence. You can still apply, but do not spend an hour rewriting everything for it. Another red flag is mismatched seniority. The title says entry level, but the description asks for 6 years of experience, ownership of strategy, advanced tools, and leadership without direct authority. That can mean the team has not clarified what it actually needs. Impossible requirements are slightly different. A posting may ask for every tool in the market, experience across 3 separate jobs, and availability to do senior work for junior pay. That does not prove the job is fake, but it suggests a messy hiring process. Look at pay, scope, and title together. If the salary range is junior, the responsibilities are senior, and the title is vague, assume the hiring team may not be aligned. Misalignment can make the process slow, confusing, or quietly abandoned. Here is the fastest check. Find the same role on the company career page. If the role appears only on a job board and not on the employer site, lower your confidence. If it appears on the employer site with matching details, confidence goes up. Some job boards collect postings from other places. That can be useful, but it can also leave old listings floating around after the original role closes. The employer's own career page is usually the better source for whether applications are still open. Before you tailor a resume, run a 5-minute legitimacy check. You are not doing detective work all afternoon. You are quickly deciding whether this role gets a full custom application, a light application, or no application. Minute 1, verify the source. Search the company name plus the exact job title. Open the company career page, not just the job board result. If the role is gone there, treat the job board listing as low confidence. Minute 2, check the posting date and pattern. Is it new, old, or repeatedly reposted? If you see the same title every month with identical wording, mark it yellow or red, unless you find evidence of active hiring. Minute 3, scan for role specificity. Look for team name, manager function, core projects, tools that match the work, and a clear reason the job exists. The more generic the posting, the less time you should spend tailoring. Minute 4, check people signals. Search the company on LinkedIn and look for recruiters, team leaders, or employees posting about hiring. You do not need perfect confirmation. You just want 1 or 2 signs that the role is connected to real people. Minute 5, check company context. Are there recent layoffs, a hiring freeze, funding issues, or major restructuring news? Are they also announcing growth in the exact department? Context does not decide everything, but it changes how much effort you invest. After 5 minutes, assign the posting a color. Green means active and specific. Yellow means possible but unclear. Red means stale, vague, missing from the company site, or disconnected from any human hiring signal. A green posting deserves a real application. Customize the top third of your resume. Adjust the most relevant bullets. Mirror the role's language where it is accurate, and apply through the company site if possible. A yellow posting gets a lighter touch. Use a strong general resume for that job family. Make 1 or 2 targeted edits, and send a short message to a recruiter or employee if you can find the right person. A red posting does not deserve your best hour. Either skip it or apply only if the form is quick and your resume already fits. Do not write a custom cover letter for a role that shows almost no sign of life. Here is a simple message you can use. Hi Maya, I saw the product analyst opening posted this week. Are applications still being reviewed, or is the team already in final interviews? I am asking so I can decide how best to tailor my materials. That message is respectful because it does not accuse anyone of posting a fake job. It asks about status, timeline, and fit. If they answer, you have useful information. If they do not, you still learn something about your confidence level. Some postings are real, but already tilted toward an internal candidate. You may see very specific requirements, a narrow location, or language that sounds built around one person. That does not mean you can never win, but it should affect your effort level. Some postings are honest pipelines. They say things like future opportunities, talent community, or always accepting applications. Those can be useful, but treat them differently. You are joining a database, not applying to a role with a clear interview timeline. Do not confuse ghost jobs with job scams. A ghost job may come from a real employer with unclear hiring intent. A scam may ask for money, personal documents too early, private account access, or interviews through suspicious channels. That is a different level of risk. Think of your job search like an energy budget. You only have so many focused hours each week. Spend the most energy where the role is current, specific, visible on the company site, and connected to a real team. Before, you might spend 90 minutes tailoring for any exciting title. After, you spend 5 minutes checking legitimacy first. If it is green, you tailor. If it is yellow, you edit lightly. If it is red, you move on without guilt. Sometimes, you should still apply even if the signals are imperfect. Apply if the role is a strong match, the form is quick, the company is a priority target, or you can pair the application with a direct message to someone near the team. A weak posting can become more useful if you have an inside contact. Ask a specific question. Do you know if this team is actively interviewing for this role? That is better than asking for a referral before you know the opening is alive. Here is the rule. Do not let every job posting pull the same amount of effort from you. A posting has to earn your customization. Freshness, specificity, company site confirmation, people signals, and realistic scope all raise its score. If you want help judging a posting, describe the red flags in the comments without sharing private company or personal details. And tell me what you want covered next: resume tailoring, recruiter messages, referrals, or interview answers.